Hello, this is Mary Broomfellow, and you're listening to Art from a Sausage, brought to you by the Kishka Gallery and Library and the Workshop of Experimental Magic and Light. This episode, number 2, is titled Unmasked and Unearthed. I am here with Ben Finer, artist and co-director of Kishka Gallery in beautiful White River Junction, Vermont. And we're also joined by Steph Terrell, an artist, if you will, living on a remote island in the misty Pacific Northwest. How's everyone doing?
What was that noise?
It sounded like a door squeaking. But there's no door here.
Is someone sneaking into your house, Mary?
A masked man from under the earth.
Oh, wow. Really? Tad?
I invited him over, though. He's just going to sit in a chair in the corner silently until we're finished. And then what happens next?
I don't know. You tell me.
I don't know either. It's up for debate.
Now I hear a train.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's trains in White River Junction. It was a train town. It was famously known for trains, this town. And
got
still.
A choo-choo going by.
Yeah, we got a choo-choo going by. I'm right downtown.
I can hear it.
Love trains.
What do you guys got going on?
I've just been decorating, mostly. Buying antiques and things. That's been a nice time.
But if you're from a certain age, is it really antique? Or is it just you're just buying contemporary things for your life?
I called it that for your benefit and for the benefit of the listeners. I don't believe in linear time. I don't believe in anything. Except for, well, some things, of course, obviously.
You're a nihilist.
No. Maybe in a fun way.
Yeah, in a fun way.
I can say. I wish I could believe in recycling, but it's not that kind of show. Let's keep it light.
You don't want to get us into trouble.
Anyway.
You don't want to get us canceled, Mary. You don't want to get us canceled.
No. Not yet. Let's save that for the Halloween episode. When the veil between the two worlds is thin.
This probably will come out after Halloween. I don't know. We're in the time machine.
That's coming up.
Actually, that's not a bad idea if this show came out on Halloween Day, because it's called Unmasked, and everyone's wearing masks and,
it's true.
Cavorting
or maybe it should
around.
come out on All Saints Day. That's when you unmask.
My favorite holiday. When is that?
November 1st, I think.
No, I've got
Who's
a lot
your
going on
favorite
November
saint?
1st. Sorry. Yeah, who's your favorite saint?
How could you choose, really? I always like Saint
Mine's
Margaret.
Joan of Marguerite. Who's that?
Margaret. Yeah, I think she was born in or she was eaten by a dragon and then burst out by digging a cross through its guts and then bursting out through its intestine and killing it while she buried a crucifix through its guts. And then I think that's why she is known as like the patron saint of birth. But I don't know if that's actually true. I'm not religious.
Wow.
Wow, yeah.
But she's usually pictured with a dragon and a cross.
All right. So there's a little tidbit for you listeners out there in TV land. You didn't ask for it, but you got it.
Did they ask for any of
Got it,
this?
dude? No. But
Oh, is that a reference to
sometime-
Stephanie? You got it, dude. Oh no, that's Michelle. Sorry. Different host. Michelle.
What are you talking about?
We're talking about our favorite television show, Full House.
Steph, you need to catch up. I thought your homework this week was to watch every episode of Full House.
Your
Have you-
namesake.
Okay, have you watched Twin Peaks yet?
Yes.
No? Twin Peaks? Come on.
No, I have not.
I'll watch Full House when you
I-
finish Twin Peaks. We'll talk. All right.
Deal.
Uh,
I love to make a deal.
Oh, yeah, and I wanted to talk about someone in my town is using mothballs as a rodent deterrent, and it has made the entire downtown smell like mothballs, which also I've looked up is a poison. It's a mild one, but it's not.
Town?
Well, certainly the buildings downtown, and my building where my studio is, every time I open the door to go to my studio, it smells like mothballs. And I wanted to know what sort of experience with chemical poisoning you guys had.
Have they been arrested yet?
It was I thought they might. I thought they should. I was really upset about it.
it might be for like a giant moth. You know, because
Mothra.
Moth. This morning. I just watched Godzilla versus Mothra, or Mothra versus Godzilla, with my son.
If only they knew.
He loved it. That's my favorite one with the two little
That
ladies.
is a good point. When a giant moth attacks White River Junction, you'll be glad of all those mothballs.
I don't think it will. It won't.
It won't. It'll just fly
Do
right
they
over.
kill? Yeah, dude. I thought they were. I thought they were like a preventative. I don't know if they kill.
I have an alternate theory. What if he's just pranking you?
Well, it was a
What
bad.
if he's pranking everyone? Maybe it's a Halloween prank. Maybe someone didn't give him a treat, so he's giving you a trick.
It's lasted for weeks. It's been quite
Do you
an
feel
ordeal.
tricked?
I feel betrayed. Is that the same
The
thing?
weeks-long trick. That could be the name of a book or a television show. The weeks-long trick.
I think the trick has a couple meanings that might not, that might be in the triple X section.
What?
We could.
Extra large.
I'm not sure about that either.
I feel like we've somehow got off track, and it's my duty to keep this show.
Keep it tight. Tighten it up. This is the symbol for tightening it up.
Wait, no.
Let me look at my notes. My notes say everyone does weird symbols for a moment.
Way ahead of you, Mary. Way.
Speaking of weird symbols, do you guys want to talk about some art news?
Speaking of weird symbols, yeah.
Art news. Now that's two words I never thought I'd hear in the same sentence. But let's have it.
What were you thinking, Steph?
Oh, I don't know. This is already probably old news, but Philadelphia Museum changed its logo, and now it's like a Cracker Barrel sort of a Starbucks logo, and it's the Philadelphia It's the Philadelphia Art Museum, not the Philadelphia Museum of Art.
Cracker
I
Barrel
hate
went
it.
back.
What do you think?
But the neighborhood is called Art Museum, so maybe it makes more sense for it to be the Philadelphia Art Museum.
The neighborhood is called Art Museum?
Mm-hmm.
What?
The area around the Art Museum.
What?
I gotcha.
If I recall
location.
correctly. I mean, it's been a while since I lived in Philly, but anyway.
You lived there?
I did.
Has anyone ever been inspired to buy a rocking chair at Cracker Barrel?
Yes.
Really?
I didn't do it. I was inspired to do it, though.
Yeah.
I didn't even know they had rocking chairs.
Have you ever been to a Cracker Barrel?
Define bin. I've driven
Bin.
right by them.
Been in. Sat down.
I have not.
Looked at the menu.
I think I've been
That's
in
too
one.
bad.
I hear John reversing. He's headed to Cracker Barrel right now. Or maybe not. Maybe it's a different person driving your car.
Maybe. Are they here?
Is there a Cracker
They should be.
Barrel on the island?
Oh, no. No way. No. There's only a Dairy Queen.
We don't have one.
Oh, that's
That's
nice.
good.
That's nice. That's really nice. DQ. Mary, you like Dairy Queen, huh?
What?
You like
Who doesn't?
I mean, it
Who
was
doesn't
just
like
animalistic grunt for Dairy Queen.
grunt? It was a shiver. It was Dairy Queen makes me feel cold.
That's very different than
Well, yeah, that's a grunt, but it's like a it's a yum. Yummy in my tummy.
What else? Do we want to talk about the fake
Art?
Basquiat thing? Yeah. At the Orlando
introduce
Museum.
it. Who's introducing?
Well, Ben, you were the one who saw that article. What was it about it that piqued your interest? As a gallery man, are you afraid of having fake Dave Zackins roll in?
This is a real OG. This
Oh,
is
yeah.
original.
So you say.
Um,
Where's the receipts? Sorry, go ahead.
It can get pretty sticky. No, I don't think it was. I don't think it was my professional side that got me interested. I'm interested in these stories. I mean, mostly it was I think it was the artistic side. As a practicing artist, I think it brought up a lot of interesting ideas about what gets shown to the public, and then what gets decided to be authentic, and then what should or should not. You know, how much license the artist has. Actually, I think it ties both of our themes together, like sort of who gets to decide on what is authentic and what is part of the opera of an artist's work, the entire breadth of their work.
That is interesting. But
That was
maybe you should tell our listeners what happened who haven't heard about this specific situation.
I have some facts. I think the most
just the facts.
It probably
Our
came up.
listeners come here for cold, hard facts. Dairy Queen facts.
It came up more recently because the this guy Aaron DeGroft, the former director of the Orlando Museum of Art, he died in January 2025.
What?
At the age of 59. Yeah. So this whole thing happened in 2022, but it kind of came up as like a more recent thing when he died. Unfortunately, that's what he will be remembered by, is this scandal. So he put on a blockbuster exhibition of works by Jean-Michel Basquiat that he found in supposedly he found a treasure trove of never-before-seen Basquiats in a deceased actor's storage unit.
Screenwriters.
I thought it was an actor. I forget what his name was.
I think he was
Anyway.
a screenwriter. He might have been an actor as well.
I hadn't.
Do we
heard
have
of
a
him.
fact-checking team?
Where's our fact?
No, he's not a.
Yeah, he wasn't well known. Anyway, I think the New York Times are actually responsible for breaking open the case, because they are the ones who got the type expert to look at the back of the cardboard and verify that that was not a FedEx typeface used until 1994, 6 years after Basquiat's death. All these paintings were on cardboard. And then later on, it came out, this other guy that was involved in the fraud verified that they had taken the cardboard, done the paintings on them real quick, like 5 minutes, half an hour for each one, just like busted out some crappy Basquiat reproductions, put the cardboard out in the weather to get it looking like kind of old, and then tucked it away and said, "Oh, look what we found." It's all it's all very, like, what's the word? Not coincidental. Basically, everyone involved had like recently died. Convenient, yes. It was all like people had like just conveniently died, and there was like, oh, well, this was authenticated by like
not Basquiat. Basquiat, it was
no,
like
but
7 hours.
obviously Basquiat died, but like, yeah. Thaddeus Mumford Jr. died in 2018. Apparently, it said the Orlando Museum of Art said Mumford became ill that year and couldn't afford to pay the bill for the storage locker, even though it was filled with priceless Basquiats.
Yeah.
I don't know. That doesn't really
Sometimes you just
check
hang
out.
on to stuff too long. Ask Mary.
Yeah. But apparently, there's a
Don't
poem.
involve me in this.
There's a typewritten poem by Mumford that is supposed to be proof of his purchase of the paintings, where it says like, industry insiders, golden crowns receiving Brooklyn Brothers hands, blah blah blah, 25 paintings, and it's like supposed to be signed by Basquiat, and like
This is
So,
absurd.
oh, wait,
friends of
no,
the
no,
writer
but
even say like
Mary,
he never used typewriters. Like this is it's so fake.
no, but as a art professional in the field, most artwork is authenticated through poem. Almost 80, 90, 85, 90% of artworks are authenticated through poems written by third parties. It is an unknown component of the industry. It's controversial. I'm not going to say it's not controversial, but it does constantly happen.
All right. Roses are red. Violets are blue. I have a bunch of extremely valuable art. Would you like to buy it? I'll publish it.
I'll put these images on the like Instagram, and like that is just so terrible. Like that is not a good. Like that doesn't look like
That
a
was
Basquiat.
so. Back to your original question. That was the interesting part.
Yeah.
That was where I entered. My interest entered was just if they were Basquiat's, they were awful ones. Like he would not want
Yeah.
them. There's a reason he didn't show them, and if they aren't, they're clearly god awful. I mean, they're clearly sort of like the lower tier. You know, it gets into like these are only valuable because he is a famous artist. You know, maybe I mean at some point that's relevant for researchers or historians, but I think you know it's an artist has relinquished their once they die they've relinquished their voice or like sort of what quality control they have over their work, which I thought was pretty interesting.
Isn't there like an estate or something that would have to verify if like there's a discovery in a storage unit? Like
They have
you'd have to
all
say like,
stopped doing this. They all like both the Warhol and there's so many get rich quick schemes. They really don't want to be responsible because then there's the insurance and liability question. So if you have verified something and then it comes out later that you know someone was ripping someone off, or there's actually an interesting we could talk about it in another episode. There's an interesting fraud case where it turned out that the person admitted that they were fraud, but their claim was for the authenticators on the foundation that bought the artwork should have known better, and they won the case.
interesting. I recently bought a forgery.
Really? Where is it? Show it.
It's in the other room. I don't have it here, but I thought this is so nice. And it said, "This is a forgery." And I said, "I think it's real." So I bought it anyway. And I do think it's real. I really do. It's a drawing by Jean Cocteau.
Yeah, I've seen it.
You think it's
I've
real,
seen it.
perhaps? What do you think?
There were a few red flags in the work.
Oh my, don't start with me.
It's a little
Benjamin, it's real to me. Don't be like that.
It was an object it was a object in reality.
Yes, an original Jean Cocteau drawing object. Thank you.
I am not claiming as such, but I am not a published
I
poet.
watched
and
him
so
draw
therefore I
it.
can't.
You watched him draw it.
And then upload it to eBay.
I don't know what you're talking about. Have you ever heard about that nun that had a painting by Salvador Dali under her bed, and it was like it was commissioned by the Catholic Church. It was the crucifixion of Jesus Christ or something like that.
No.
True story.
What about her?
It was unearthed. It was unearthed. It was under her bed.
Oh, we're talking about art from under a bed.
Right.
Wow.
There's a documentary about it. The documentary is suspect because it seems like the agenda of the documentary is to prove that Salvador Dali was a devout Christian, and I don't know. Who can say?
Mary Sully. Do you guys want to talk about Mary Sully? Have you ever heard of her before?
Yeah, I'd love to talk about Mary Sully.
I've heard of her from Ben. He told me the story.
I hadn't heard of her before.
I heard of her
Isn't that
from
nice? We
the
tell each other
Metropolitan
things.
Museum of Art.
You went to the show?
I did not
It's
make
now
it to
called
the
the
show.
Metropolitan Art Museum.
Oh.
The Art Museum of Metropolitan. Anyway, yeah, but so Mary Sully was a Yankton, Dakota artist. Her name was Susan Deloria at birth, but she took her mother's name, Mary Sully. I watched this short documentary made by the Met called Mary Sully, A Reclamation, narrated by her great-nephew. Philip Deloria, professor of history at Harvard University, found this box of drawings made by Mary Sully that are these colored pencil triptychs that are patterns that are supposed to be representative of a person or like an idea. There's one for Babe Ruth, and it has like
Babe
balls.
Ruth?
Babe Ruth.
Babe
And
Ruth.
Fred Astaire.
Baby
Is
Ruth?
like shoe prints. They're not all people though. One is for like greed or children of divorce. They're very vibrant because they had never seen the light of day. She was posthumous. Oh my god, why can't I say that? Posthumously? Why can't I? Posthumously?
Pasta.
Does anyone really know how to
Awesome.
pronounce that word?
Discovered after her death.
Discovered and celebrated. Yeah. Yeah. They opened the box in the 1970s. She died in 1963. And yeah, Philip Deloria said that she was a person who was very shy, who may have had psychological and emotional challenges. And she lived in New York City for a
Don't
while,
we all?
just drawing and having problems, like very, very relatable.
So then again, back to, or sort of in tying in with the interest in the Basquiat, like how did they discover how these were to be arranged for exhibition? That was my big interest.
That's a good question.
Or what I thought was interesting about them.
Yeah, it seems like she had them affixed to paper and folded up nicely. So it even had like where they unfolded it and you could see the person's name that was associated with them. So it looked like she had a very nice little system of keeping them. But then they're displayed in these triptychs, framed and everything. I'll put a picture up on the thing.
Do you think there's anything about, like, the purity of art that's made with no intention of being shown? Like, you could say, oh, like she wasn't some big egomaniac like every other artist I've ever met in my whole life.
Yeah. It is kind of like, that's why it's like the opposite of the Basquiat thing. It's all about like, it's making art just because you want to, instead of like trying to achieve
Compelled.
fame or for money or whatever. Yeah.
It is interesting when it's done with such precision.
Right. There is something quite conceptual about those works. I mean, I don't remember exactly how the triptych worked, but they have this like sort of indexical quality to them where they are like each component seems to be messaging a certain aspect or trait that's a bit impenetrable, but speaks to like a certain conceptual, like almost like conceptual art, or almost as you'd read like a conceptual piece. And most conceptual pieces have like a thesis that I'm not sure she had or cared to illuminate for other people. So I don't think I don't think that they were not meant to be seen or read by others, in the sense that they have this sort of powerful conceptual component to them.
Then why didn't she show them? Why did she hide her light under a bushel?
Not everyone gets an opportunity to show their artwork.
Oh, good point. I hadn't thought of that.
I saw a native woman probably not the most represented in galleries in 19.
Well, and there's a social aspect to getting your work to other people that might not be as easy for a lot of artists. Mary, where'd you go? Hi.
It was another adjustment.
Yeah, it's cool how like they're very modernist. If you look at the top one, you can kind of see the representational symbolism in the wallpapery looking one, where it's like the connection. And I don't know, it's an interesting way to think about drawing and like pattern. And then the bottom one is usually some sort of more like something that ties in her Dakota culture. There's one that has like two turtles at the bottom to represent like her and her sister or something.
And a
like,
text. There's a text component, right? I mean,
and then the text, yeah, and at the bottom,
is...
yeah, and then the bottom one is the name of whatever it is that it is supposed to be representing. It's also incorporating native motifs and like textiles and beadwork.
Well, and there's like a really sort of amazing design element. I mean, I think 3 is like a very well known design component. You have this like triptych. I mean, there's something powerful about that. There's also like, I don't know about, obviously I don't know about native religious component, but there is the Trinity and triptychs, are a big part of European art history. And I think 3 is like a pretty solid basis for a design practice. So you have this triptych element that is pretty amazing.
If memory serves correct, doesn't her work almost some of it look a little bit like, almost like computer generated or something with how precise it all is?
Yeah, it does.
And it's like, I feel like that comes probably from the beadwork, and because often things that are like woven can look almost computer generated in the precision of it all.
Interesting.
Which is interesting to see something from a time, because there weren't computers then. There were just people with dreams.
Yeah, it looks almost like she was like tracing something over and over, like to get the same shape. Yeah, it kind of. You guys know about Henry Darger?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he was a janitor at a school.
Yeah, in Chicago. He was also another one who was like had his work unearthed after he died by like a neighbor. And it kind of reminds me of that a little bit, just in that it's also colored pencil and kind of this like, he would like trace children's catalogs and like, whatever, and have all these like fantastical children and dragons, and nobody had genitals because he had never had sex with anybody because he was a complete shut-in. Speaking of...
No, they had genitals.
Oh, they all had penises. Yeah, yeah. Because he just had never seen a woman. Yeah.
All the little girls had penises.
That's right.
That's one theory. I'm not sure if that's confirmed.
Well, I think it's confirmed that he definitely had like a rough childhood, growing up in an orphanage.
Oh yeah,
and, like,
yeah, that's confirmed.
And I don't think that he was very social. I don't think he got out much.
No.
Yeah.
He did. His were not unearthed after his death. They were unearthed on his deathbed. And I think story was that Nathan Lerner came to him and said, "Henry, we found your drawings. They're amazing." And he said something like, "It's too late." It's like a really sad story.
Oh my.
No, it's not funny. It's not funny. It's sad. It's sad. Yeah.
I was surprised at how large his drawings were, because I always assumed like, oh, these were like just little sketches that he tucked away. But then when I saw one in person, it was very large. It was, I would say, maybe 4 feet wide. Something like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, some of them are even longer. Well, I think a lot of what he was using, he would like go get things, like go to the corner store, however they did it in the
love to get things.
The mid-century, and then he would have them like reproduced, this face, can you reproduce it like 5 times? And then he would take those 5 images and collage them into things, or use them as like the backing, like, tracing. So I think like part of the size was that, the raw materials that he was working with were all sort of from coloring books or comic books. So they get these giant, expansive sort of landscapes, you know. He just made them bigger and bigger and bigger. But Mary, what you were saying about the computer, I think is interesting because, you know, like woven or bead or any of that analog work also has this, you know, on off sort of component, which does link almost like two binary or two codes. So I think there is this connection, and I think patterns sort of work that way too. You know, you get a pattern through an
I
on
don't believe in the binary.
and an off. No, I mean,
So-
I understand.
You can get out of here with your binary propaganda. It's not for me. It's not for this
Yeah.
generation.
Your generation?
I'll have none of it. Hey, Ben, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
That fork above your head, is
This
the
one?
line, is that an eyebrow or is that a mouth?
Well, it's
I've been wondering it for some time now.
I think it can go either way. Like this could be
It's
the hair.
open to
This could be
interpretation.
the hairs, or this could be the legs.
Is
We'd have to ask Dave Zakin. We'll be interviewing Dave Zakin, who made this work behind me, and he's here tonight.
We're interviewing...
Dave, come
some
on
point.
out.
Really?
Dave, come on out. He's been
What's
under
happening?
the table. He's been unearthed. He's been under
We're-
the bed this whole time.
It's time for a quick word from our sponsors. Would you like a new mattress that is 90% new and 30% awesome? If only such a mattress existed. But wait, there's more. A mattress of this caliber would normally cost you in upwards of $5,000, but today it's free. You just have to give us access to all of your personal information, which we will harvest and plant for future manipulations. Call today and don't hesitate another moment. 555-212-5555. And we're back. Did you know scientists have found a new color?
No.
Have you heard about this? You have to go into like a special chamber and they like shoot a laser into your eyeballs and then you see the color but only in your mind, and apparently it's just a very intense turquoise. I'm not joking. I read this at a reputable source.
Huh.
You know who?
But only
he's the most
3
colors?
or 5 people, only like 3 people have done it. Because it hurts really bad.
You know which animal sees the most colors?
What?
Is it like a fish or something?
It's it's actually the most violent animal on Earth. It's like a type of shrimp that we have like 4 cones or 6 cones or whatever. It has 14, but they live like the shortest lives because they hate each other and they murder almost immediately when they see another one. It's some kind of shrimp. Oh, it's gonna kill me that I can't remember the actual type of shrimp.
Did you know that women have more color-seeing cones in their eyes than
Oh,
men
yeah.
do?
I think there's some humans that actually can have more cones than other humans. Like, you know, I mean, obviously, but there's like sort of like the.
I like to think I have more cones because I took a Pantone quiz and it said that I am an expert.
You once
on
color
color.
graded a movie that I helped produce.
That's right. That was our first bonding experience.
Well, yeah, it was a nice one.
Before that, I hated you. I hated you so much. And then I thought, he's lovely. I thought, if he can make a wonderful film like this, he can't be all bad.
Oh,
I don't
anyway,
know what...
so my physical issue that I have in my body is that my nose gets stained with smells.
What?
It's part of the mothball issue. Is that if I spend time in a room that smells like mothballs, it throws my system off like crazy. But like to the point that you know, like red onion or raw onion, I like can't do it because it will stain. You know, not forever, but for a long period of time. And I wondered if you two ever had that experience where a smell just, smells get stuck in your nose.
I'm wondering if maybe you need to like do a neti pot or something and just like cleanse your. Maybe you have very grabby nose hairs. You know?
So this doesn't happen
Well,
to you,
oh,
No,
Steph, what do you-
not really. I don't think so.
Mary.
Mary?
Mary, it sounds
Yes.
like it happens to you.
I mean, it's not the same as what happened to you, Ben, but just this past week, I ran into an acquaintance on the street, and I really hope he's not listening to this program, but I doubt he would. So, this guy, this man, I enjoy his company. He's a homosexual. He gives me a hug. This is a very modern problem, by the way. This is a very of the moment. No, it's not. It's actually this is a 20-year-old problem that's come back to haunt me. He reeked of Axe body spray, and I was like, why in this day and age is a homosexual wearing Axe body spray? I got home. I smelled like Axe body spray. It was on me. He had contaminated me. I was so offended. I blocked him on every...
Now he's offended.
No, ma'am. I was like... I was like, Mary? We all call each other Mary sometimes when someone needs a scolding.
Maybe it was his deodorant.
Axe
You know,
body
have you ever?
spray.
God, I really hope he doesn't listen to this program. What?
Some of those Old Spices smell very axey. You know.
Maybe that's what it was,
know.
but yeah, even if that's what it was, you should smell it and say no, not this.
I actually don't know if I could identify Axe body spray by scent.
I think even if you've never smelled it before, you would smell it for the first time and you would know because it's so pungent. It's
Bevan's
so
never worn it.
terrible. Bevan, good.
Sometimes my bathroom
Lucked out.
smells like Axe body spray because I use this like men's 3-in-1 body wash shampoo stuff. Because apparently, according to Reddit cleaning subreddits, like it will clean your bathtub super well, and it's true. It really does. This stuff that you're supposed to be putting on your hair
As
and
you
body.
wash yourself, it cleans the bathtub as well.
If you use it, I
don't know if
I don't
this is
use
a
it on
good
my
thing.
own personal body, but if you put it like on your tub, it will like get rid of any like stains or
Wait,
anything.
so you
like,
don't use it on your person?
No.
You only use it on the top.
Yes. Yeah. Like it's good
And
for the
it
grout.
smells
It's really
like Axe body
it does
spray.
smell like Axe
Do the
body.
men
It's
in-
not a
do the
different flavor.
Do the men in my life use it? No, I don't think so. No, maybe. I haven't noticed a offensive smell, so
If you leave it in the tub, they might just.
it's in
They
there.
might
yeah.
confuse it
Yeah.
with what it's meant to be.
I don't think that anyone should use it on their body if it's so good at stripping a bathtub of its grime, right? Like,
I agree. And I think you need to call a family meeting and tell them this. I
Yeah.
think.
not for human consumption. No.
This is my new thing. When somebody tells me something and I pretend like I'm like connecting the dots, like. Does not compute.
Oh
Does
yeah,
not
computer.
compute.
You're
You know what's funny? Speaking of computers, the other day I met someone from Germany and I said, "Oh, do you like the band Kraftwerk?" And he said, "I've never heard of Kraftwerk." I thought, what? Is this a joke? Is this a...
Sounds like a joke.
Maybe he wasn't really from Germany.
Sounds like a joke to me.
Maybe it was like
Yeah.
It made me wonder, are Kraftwerk
Yeah,
popular
yeah.
in Germany, or are they just, like, only popular in America?
was he 20?
No, but
person.
maybe you're unmasking. Maybe you've unmasked.
He's a grifter.
You've unmasked
He
them
was-
as a fraud.
He's
a
actually
forger,
from
a
New
German
Jersey,
forger.
but he,
It's a performance piece. It's a performance forgery.
yeah, like Anna
Yeah,
Delvey.
he's just from New Jersey, and
Yeah.
he was all like, yeah, I'm from German, yeah.
He's from
was just-
Germantown, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
If someone listeners, if someone says, I'm from Germany, then you say, what's your favorite Kraftwerk song? And if they don't say a really good
Man
Kraftwerk
Machine.
song, like
Yeah.
The Model or anything from Electric Cafe.
Radio.
What if
Exit.
someone says,
Yeah.
I'm from Ohio? Do you say, what's your favorite Devo song? Or do you say, what's your favorite Guided by Voices song?
Whoa.
I say, what's your favorite song by the waitresses?
Oh,
Devo's
really?
from Ohio? I didn't know.
They are from Akron, Ohio.
Today I learned. Wow.
And Guided by
In
Voices from
fact-
Dayton.
In fact,
Oh.
in the 1980s, they called Akron, Ohio the Manchester of America, and they flew over a bunch of British journalists who then discovered it wasn't actually the Manchester of America. And
That was pretty good.
there is a documentary by PBS about this important matter, though.
The Mothersbaugh? The Mothersbaughs? Mm-hmm. I only know Mark. He's an artist. The Mothersbaughs.
Yeah. I love
I
his screen scoring.
think
Mary, did you ever get
he's
to
been
meet the
very busy.
Mothersbaughs? You spent some
No,
time
I
in
haven't.
Ohio.
Oh?
Yes, I have a friend of a friend. And here's actually a funny little anecdote. Do you know the composer Raymond Scott? He, well, he did all of the music for the earliest Looney Tunes cartoons. But he was also an early electronic music experimenter. He did the music for a number of commercials with, I believe he did an aspirin commercial with Jim Henson. But anyway, Mark Mothersbaugh has all of Raymond Scott's electronic music instruments, and he tried to hire my friend to repair them. But my friend said, no, I won't do that. Because there's no schematics, there's no manuals, and none of the knobs even have labels. So he didn't know. He said, how can I repair something if I don't even know what it's supposed to do? Maybe it's perfectly functional. Maybe it was never meant to do anything at all. Maybe the whole thing is a sham.
A fraud. A forgery.
Maybe Raymond Scott didn't just made these things and they didn't actually work, and his music was all tape manipulation. Maybe he just cut up little bits of tape and taped them back together. Who can say? This is ridiculous. I don't want to do this show anymore. I want to quit. I want to cash in my 401k.
You're getting paid?
Aren't I? I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of you. I'm sick of you. I'm sick of myself. I'm
Mary,
sick of
just
what I've become.
Take it easy. Take it easy. Take it easy. Just
I
take
will
it.
not. I'm sick of it. I don't even believe in art. I don't believe in binaries. I don't believe in roundness of earths. I don't believe in art news, art history, art critique. I am quitting this program in a very serious fashion. You won't see me around these parts anymore. No.
What
No.
would we do without
There's
you?
nothing you can say to change my mind.
What if we
Goodbye.
get some Axe body spray? Bye, Mary.
Bye, Mary.
Don't even
Okay.
joke about that.
Mary, come back. We need
We're
you.
going to sing this, well,
We'll meet
all right, we'll have one last hurrah, but that doesn't mean I'm coming back. Goodbye, goodbye. Out from a sausage, precious and supple, eat your vegetables as a side. If you're a vegetarian, you're out of luck, because sausage is on the menu tonight.
He didn't even harmonize.
Oh, wow. That was great. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Ben. Thanks for listening.
Thank you.